Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods. Playing for today, spawning in the north. We have Scoped, playing as Okodobi, and his loadout is Overwatch, Grand Offensive, and Fortifications. Teaming up with him is borobadger, also playing as Okodobi, straight away locking into Breakthrough. Base offensive in the south. We have Omi playing as US Forces, straight away locking into Infantry Company. Teaming up with him is SweetRollWerfingNearTheDoor, playing a Soviets who has Shock Rifle Frontline, Mechanized Support, and Counterattack. In terms of rankings, around rank 100 Axis range team, around rank 120 Allied range team, so pretty evenly matched. And we've got a Maxim start here for SweetRoll. Bit of a tough start for the Allies though, you know, Maxim's slow to get going, which is meaning the Axis is going to take control of both the fuel points here in the early game. Very unusual to get a Kubel as well. We've seen Kubel not have too much success on this map in 2v2s. Here come the Maxims, getting some early suppression on. The squad trying to crawl away, but in comes the second one. I think they'll probably be out of sight from back there though, if they can just keep crawling. But that may mean that borobadger will have to get a little bit creative on where he's maneuvering. Tough engagement there for Riflemen. They tend not to be that good against the Kubel. They're getting chopped up here. This is a full switch of sides for Omi. He's just kind of given up on this side completely. Going across the middle now. Okay, combination is sneaking into the building. Now that Maxim's gonna follow them. Scoped aware of this, you know, pushing in quite aggressively over here. Now assisting in the middle as well. And was that a misclick? Full retreat from Omi. No way he needed to retreat all of those squads there. And that could leave SweetRoll very exposed. Looks like he's making a dash for the building with that Maxim as these squads come in for the flank. Positioning the squad going all the way onto this cutoff. Very rare you see this cutoff even in a 1v1, let alone a 2v2. But Omi's mass retreat there, allowing that to happen. Big mistake. Oh, listen to those Maxims sing. But either way, a really strong start for the Axis. And the Allies in some big trouble already. Tech trucks coming out for both of the Axis players as well. And they've got so much fuel they can start that tech. Oh. No wipes. Quite a lot of bleed here for borobadger though. His current manpower. Oh! He did get the wipe. This Maxim over here finishing the job. Okay, one squad down. So they're going to make it home, but I guess not. Oh, rifle grenade ready for Omi. He's trying to time it, just hit the vet one, but Scoped aware of that. Pulls back with the Kubel, keeps it alive. And looks like we're seeing a super early ambulance here for Omi, bringing it up to do some forward reinforcing and healing, but can't heal while you're in combat. And does end up forcing back these troops. Maybe could even branch out to the far side now. Maxims have got a really strong lockdown on the right at the moment. Looks like we're seeing double battle group though from the Axis, which I feel like is a bit of a mistake. go up against this kind of maximum spam early on, you might even want to think about going for a super early piece of rocket artillery. Ooh. Alright, cool, survives. Because yeah, I could see going for a walking Stuka super early in this match. This map as well, you know, crossing woods pretty small, pretty good for rocket artillery generally. Units are more clumped up, more tightly packed. Okay, big push from Omi coming across. Yeah, flak half track back there though. Get some suppression in. We're crawling away. Half track moving in. We've got the Zis coming across to assist. Lieutenant pops the bazooka and connects for one shot. But he's going down fast.
Captain just took the battlefield.
Such a long time before that second shot comes through, and oh, in comes the Zis. Half track pulls back, nice attack round attempt. Over here come the Fusiliers, and they're okay with the G43s. That could be a wipe. It probably is going to be. Yep, there it goes. Is this barrage, but not quickly enough. And now the Jaegers and the Fusiliers are in there. Connect with AT grenade onto the ambo. Rifleman just trying to stall here for a bit. We allow that ambulance to escape. Squad closing in. I think they will be able to get in range of that ambulance. But in comes the captain, double officer build from Omi. And it looks like he doesn't back himself to survive. So it doesn't go through with the AT grenade. So the ambulance does survive. Close call.
We're losing a capture point.
I think that was maybe borobadger's mistake. He kind of like left the higher health Panzer Fusilier in the back and chased with the low health one. Probably should have reversed that action. Then he would have been able to secure the ambulance. Double infantry support gun though for borobadger. And you know, those Fusiliers, the G43s, have got so much sight. They'll be really good at spotting the team weapons and allowing the infantry support guns to get some good barrages in. Speaking of, this one probably needs to get out of there. We've got some guards now as well for SweetRoll. Let's look to his commander, mechanized support, very popular on this map. SU-152. Pretty good grenade dodge and just complete overwhelm. Oh, that's a DP they dropped. We'll pick some with Stern Pioneers though. Alright. Oh, here comes the lieutenant. Mixed with another bazooka. Quite a lot of shots hitting the ground there. Like half track not having a good time on that side of the map. Happened earlier as well. So the allies are sharing healing on the ambulance. Just nice to see a bit of teamwork there, and some nice minesweeping as well from borobadger. And the allies pushed really far back here. Okay, tech truck going down for borobadger. Scoped a little bit further behind, you know, having gone for the flak half track. T-70 coming in around 10 minutes. In reasonable timing, but not a good timing. And Omi, having selected infantry company early on, has not got any M1919s yet, which is a little bit unusual. We should have like 2 of those by now. I know that he isn't. Yeah. Slight error. Double infantry support guns once again forcing a Maxim to reposition. You see any coming out on the far side. And no Raketans for either of the Axis players, so this T-70 could do quite a lot of damage. Oh, he's chasing in deep. He's upgrading that with the Panzer authorization now. Ooh! And well, it looks like borobadger lost another there's a Fusilier. I don't know if I caught that on camera though. Cut off maneuver here by scoped. Oh boy, he's putting up his tech truck and the bazooka's right there. Huge error from scoped. He's not cancelling it either. He's going to lose all of those resources. Bringing over the flak half track, hoping it'll save the day, but it doesn't. Oh, that is a crazy mistake from scoped. It's going to cost him so many resources. I think he might have cancelled it when it was at like 10% health, so he would have got 10% of the resources back, but that is a massive blunder. The T-70 coming forwards. We do have a Raket now for borobadger. Going down the middle at the moment though. Double 8 T-guns now, one for each of the allied players. We have a shoe mine right here as well. T-70 super close to it. But that doesn't connect. And here comes the sweeper. Oh, doesn't quite get in spotting range of it though. These double infantry support guns are doing some pretty good work. Oh. Whoa, what? Okay, only has ticked weapon racks and he's got some bars. He's not making use of M1919s. I suppose M1919s are kind of bad against infantry support guns. You don't really want to be stationary getting blasted by those, but very unusual to select that commander. That's really one of the highlights of infantry commander, the M1919s. Unusual not to make use of them. Oh, squad go down there. Maybe we'll re-echelon squad. It's not around anymore. T-70 has to pull back for repairs once again. Didn't get much damage done there. And another truck going down for scoped already. We do have tier 4 also going down for SweetRoll and a fuel cache down for him as well. Three support guns switching sides now. Maybe we're going to try look to clear out some of the team weapons on the far side of the map. Still a lot of them in the middle though. But there's an infantry support gun over here, still for scoped. Not like he's completely defenseless or anything. Oh, a bit of a blunder there, running that infantry support gun on the wrong side of the trees. Could lose it. Guard's in a bit of trouble though. Then comes the flak half track. T-70 switching sides though. Kitten is there, lining up for some shots. Guard's in a bit of trouble. Fusilier's going for the chase down. Quite get it off. There, and the kitten connects once. Oh, and a snare as well. I didn't think they were in range. And that is the end of the T-70. Depends Fusilier snares at super long range. You have to be extra careful around them. And the M1 a little bit low after taking an ISG shot. Ooh, gets decrewed right there. Need to pick that up with his rifleman maybe. Doesn't have re-echelon for cheaper recruits. We've got another squad of guards now for SweetRoll. Pretty good grenade dodge overall. And borobadger just continuing to invest into infantry. He's lost quite a few squads of Fusiliers, but just always going for 4 of those. And no recrew on this AT gun. If the Riken came forward, it could come and kill this. It was a big mistake by Omi. You know, they got decrewed a long time ago. He had 2 squads nearby, 2 rough squads that could have crewed it. Instead, it's going to change hands. borobadger taking control of that now. It looks like borobadger going to go straight for the yak tiger, getting his 3rd tech truck out here. Still a long way away from that in terms of command points though. But with that many units, he can hold his own until then. Has been changing hands quite frequently on the outskirts, but most of the major engagements close to the center. And Naomi going for a Sherman here. Scoped does have a Raketin. Little mistake there from Omi. Looks like he was on armor piercing as he came forwards. Get much done there, and then takes quite a lot of damage from the AT guns, has to pull back.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
Yeah, definitely need to come into those kind of scenarios with the high explosive equipped. Not up against any enemy vehicles at the moment.
Running one of our capture points.
Okay, in come the Fusiliers, but the Maxim's there to meet them. Those infantry support guns just doing so much damage. And the allies are about 100 VPs behind at this stage, and looks like they are falling further behind here. Oh, Raketin coming all the way forwards. The flare up from the Fusiliers allowing some long range spotting on that Sherman. Quick reactions from Omi. It's out of trouble. Have a selection from Scoped as well, going for a Fortifications Commander. Here we go, Katyusha from SweetRoll. Straight down the middle, targeting these team weapons. Quite a lot of scatter here. Decent amount of damage. Oh, there we go, finally gets one model down. But overall, pretty quick reactions from borobadger. Didn't take too much damage there, only one model getting dropped. Not very much manpower bleed inflicted. Oh, guards getting outnumbered on the far flank. Could even go down here. If he's a little bit unlucky, he's crossing the river. Nope. I think that was actually a pretty good choice from SweetRoll. Go for the Katyusha in that scenario, knowing that they're up against so many support weapons right now. Not so many tanks, they can maybe fend off a tank. The guards with the AT guns. But they definitely need something to deal with all of those support weapons, so I think that was a good choice. And that might be the choice for Omi next as well. He might be thinking about a priest. Oh, that's a big blob. Maxim might not be able to hold that back by itself. So he's maybe trying to set up for a Zis barrage here. Nope. Oh boy, there's no way that's getting out of there. Oh, unless he turns around and stops shooting at it. Nope. Not even then, and in comes a squad on the side. Maxim in a bit of trouble. Oh, speaking of in trouble, Scott not paying attention, loses his freshly built obers right there. Close range caddy. A little bit of damage. Oh, 5 kills actually, okay. Just taking a couple shots from the M1 there, very low on weapon health after that, but gets away.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Okay, there we go. borobadger is Going for a walking Stuka. I thought we might have seen one of these super long time ago to counter the maximum spam. Here it is. And that was a huge whiff. I think he was just firing blind there. There were so many support weapons here earlier, hoping to hit something, but does not. So a bad start there for the walking Stuka. So scope going for a Jagdpanzer, not a bad idea. But yeah, borobadger still, you know, has close to 4 command points to go until the target comes online, so should be able to squeeze in the walking Stuka before then. Shooting back up. Still has 0 kills though. Wow, it's been so much time getting repaired. I suppose it's still on armor piercing as well. I hope he still hasn't switched it over. So not entirely surprising. There we go, coming back through the middle. Double AT guns are there though. Shooting once again on the run. Panzer even pushing forwards aggressively. Oh, just won't go down on this far side. Maybe one have scoped. I'm not sure. And that is a T-34 for SweetRoll, and he's actually going to find these infantry support guns over here unsupported. Get some damage onto them, maybe get to the D-crew. Here comes the Katyusha into this area as well. These infantry support guns getting super low. D-crew on one. D-crew on both of them, in fact. That's nice. Can they follow up and get the kill on them, though? They push forwards with a spotter, maybe with a Zis. Yeah, Zis is in range. T-34 misses a shot on them, maybe. Coming forwards. No, we've got some artillery coming down. That's the assault artillery from borobadger. That's pretty powerful as well. Some time on target dropped there, but doesn't look like we was on target. Time off target. Okay, in comes the assault artillery, but allies had vacated the area. Doesn't end up hitting too much. Oimi could lose the squad. No, they take an interesting path, not crossing down here. And it ends up saving the day. Send a grenade in, but easy reposition. And finally, the points are ticking against the Axis, though they do have a pretty good lead still. Just 200 VPs ahead at this stage. Things could get quite tricky. The Allies wants the Jagdtiger arrive, so they need to try and inflict as much damage as they can before that happens. Oh, scoped. Oh man, another squad gonna go down here, just not paying attention. Similar to the overs. Stuka down the middle. Nicely avoided. Katyusha into the infantry support guns again. Finds the target, getting some really good hits. What? That was a monster barrage from the Katyusha there. 25 kills after that. Sounds like got a howitzer? No. That is zeroing artillery. Not having too much though. And we saw a rather unusual build decision here. Only going for a pack howitzer. Kind of late in the game. I guess he just wants to save all the fuel he can for Jackson, so he doesn't want to go the priest at the moment. So I suppose pack out makes sense in that case. You know, do some pretty good long-range barrages, but I do worry that it's very susceptible to the walking Stuka. Quite slow to dodge. Constantly reveals itself in the fog of war. It's infantry support gun graveyard over there. And yeah, we are actually seeing a howitzer going down now for scoped, quite defensively positioned. Switching out the popcat from the infantry support guns into the Howie now. Katyusha once again into a really nice area. Might take down the M1. And does. Stern Pioneer's also taking some damage running back into the danger zone. That Katyusha has had a good run with it. So the allies coming forwards and killing these infantry support guns here. Targeting. They're targeting. Oh, the rifleman wipes them. Seems like Shreya in trouble. Oh, another assault artillery back here. Quite a lot of scatter on these shells though. And he ends up doing medium damage to the pack howitzer. But did force the allies back, and it was important because they were starting to put a bit of pressure onto that tech truck. Howitzer ready to fire. It's not done so yet though. And the Axis basically forgetting about this far flank. Haven't contested it for quite some time. I suppose with their build. Don't really have any like Panzer IV or anything to kind of come over here and probe. So it's not really easy for them to challenge that area. And here comes the ISU 152. Borobadger getting very close to the Jagdtiger though. There we go. 152 opening up. Jagdpanzer getting some pretty good damage in though itself. Oh boy, that 152 getting some big damage in. Not too many kills, but a lot of damage. Okay, bombing run in the back there. I guess that was facilitated by a major recon pass. Yeah, some good teamwork there. Major recon pass combining with the IL-2 bombing to knock out the howitzer. Good teamwork there. Don't forget about that major recon. It is pretty handy. Underutilized, I would say. Especially in these team game scenarios. And there we go, JT coming straight down the middle. Getting some really good hits, and he's got the flare up as well, providing some excellent line of sight. Walking Stuka dropped on the guards and the Zis, forcing them off. Pretty good start there for the Jagdtiger. Still on full health as well. It's got so much frontal armor. I think it's like 425. Very hard to penetrate it frontally. The VPs are still closely contested. Allies did pull back by about 100 points. Caddy into the middle. Late dodge by Scope, though no dodge still. And the Jagdtiger pushing all the way forwards here. This is set up. 152 trading blows with it. He's going for a ram. I don't think they'll connect though. Oh yeah, he just ran out of steam. Not quite far enough. They popped the marked vehicle on it. And there we go. JT takes care of that.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
This is the return shot on the 152. The squad's thinking about coming in for the flank, but decide against it. And Sherman being used on the flank, that's a good idea. Try and contain the infantry capping on the far sides. We do have a Jagdpanzer coming across though. Didn't even notice this, but SweetRoll did put another cache down, this time munitions. And another howitzer attempt from Scoped. Okay, a little bit unexpected after the other one got dealt with so easily, and the next one also can be dealt with very easily. You know, we got time on target in this commander as well. 2 commanders with off maps that can kill it. Guaranteed to kill it. Once it changed to time on target. The last patch, I think, changed the scatter on some of the shells, so it was guaranteed to kill howitzers. Before, there was about 25% chance that it wouldn't. Okay, mine takes down that squad. Scoped are pretty light on infantry at the moment. Stuke, I think, targeting this. No, going even deeper. Targeting the pack outs against the D crew. 16 kills on that now. Ooh. And in comes the LEFH fire from Scoped howitzer. Doing a bit of damage. Getting kills. Gets the ambulance. That's a good kill. I think it took out some lieutenant models as well, but they didn't get counted. Oh, he's going to take engine damage. Jackson in some big trouble. Sherman needs to come in here for the flank. Oh, good smoke. Oh, but that's out of control. Sherman trying to get the rear. Doesn't quite get it. Needs to get one more shot in. He hit Vet 2 just as that shot came through. Otherwise it would have gone down there. The health bonus coming in a clutch there for Scoped. And Sherman bounces again. Jagdpanzer finishes the job. That was devastating. Looks like this got taken down by a ram bombing run combo though while that was going on. That target goes down, so big losses on both sides. And zeroing artillery takes care of the immobilized T-34. Ends up losing the M1 there to a couple zeroing artillery shells. He's right on the far corner of it. Long range caddy wipes out both Stern Pioneers. Oh man. Stu going back the other way. Not very successful. Don't think he got any kills with that one. Okay, how it's targeting the base now. COH2 has to be a little bit careful back there. Could get one shot. So it looks like he's getting away to safety now. 55 kills on that COH2. That thing has to be MVP of the match. Second Jagdpanzer from Scoped. And Omi, oh okay, looks like he has used his recon plane. I wonder if it got shot down before it got sight on the howitzer. It was on cooldown. The 152 in the middle, locking that down. Looks like borobadger might be starting his way. We'll save him for another Jagdtiger, but that's a long way off still. Okay, there we go, recon plane in for Omi, and the Howitzer here for scoped in some big trouble. Okay, double Jagdpanzer is pushing down the middle. Trying to put some pressure on the 152 it looks like. And yeah, Howitzer destroyed there. I'm very surprised Scope tried to rebuild that after the first one went down. And there we go. Fusiliers chasing off the infantry. The Allies don't really have
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
that much infantry to force these back. Oh, double Jagdpanzers. Squaring off on the 152. 152. Don't quite have sight of each other here. Maybe they do now. Guards coming in. VP's pretty close now. Axis with a 70-point lead. Still anyone's match. Take a look at army size. We see a slight, maybe 10 popcap lead in favour of the Allies. Nice Katyusha, but nice work from borobadger just continuing on his path. Oh, but the 152's right there. Looks like he might have been switching rounds on it though. Looks like he's on piercing at the moment. Down the middle. Picks out the Zis. 2 kills on that now. Another recon plane in for Omi. He's dropping another artillery strike, this time on the Schwer. Finally took that down. He's trying to barrage that with the Hackhauser for ages. Finally got it low enough. Knocks it out, and the infantry support guns, which didn't dodge at all. Maybe Scope wasn't paying attention. Didn't notice the recon plane coming through. And now Scoped in some big trouble. Maybe he will have to go for a mechanized truck as well. Go for another walking Stuka. Or maybe even a King Tiger. Done a good job keeping this flak half track alive though. 42 kills, wow. And make that 44. Squad down for Omi, not paying attention. Katyusha into this area. Could knock out the Raketen on retreat here. Ooh. Oh, it's going to make it home. Close call though. And double Jackson's 152 coming across to the far side. And wow, Omi go for a steal on a true support gun. I suppose it's pretty light on units at the moment. It's got plenty of popcat for it.
Enemy forces are now down to 200 points.
True support gun's still relevant though, especially for borobadger. Still forcing away those allied team weapons. Oh, double Jagdpanzers on the charge. Takes down one Jackson. Second one running away. Good raid there by Scopes. Got in there, got the damage done. Got a little bit lucky killing the Jackson at that range. He lands so many shots in a row, but here comes the Jagdpanzer coming down the middle, but the Zis is there. So is the Jackson. So it's a 152. Huge hit. Raketen in big trouble. Katyusha on these squads. Pretty good damage. Yeah, really good damage. I think I heard the Major go down in the middle there. 152 pushing forwards aggressively. Doesn't have infantry screening for it at the moment though, so no spotters. Tricky to use its maximum range. Guards over here. Not in firing positions though, so half-track, getting rid of them quickly. Oh, Sweet Roll not paying attention, loses the guards. A lot of losses like that so far this match. Both sides. Okay, Yak Tiger finally out for borobadger. He's finally accumulated the manpower for that. Stuka, yeah, so close to Vet 2. I say must just about be there, but big difference, you know. His Stuka shots have not been nearly as effective as that Katyusha. He's been targeting them that well. So this one going after the infantry support guns. This one actually decrewed. Let's do it back the other direction. Decent brush. Jackson forcing away Flak half-track on the far side. And VP's basically dead even at this stage. Both teams around 160. Very, very close match. Taking a look at army size as well. Maybe a slight lead. The Allies, no, it's very, very close. Scope does have a huge amount of manpower in reserve. He has indeed gone for the mechanized regiment. And it looks like he's trying to save the King Tiger, so that will swing things back in favor of the Axis shortly. Just needs a little bit more fuel for that. Don't mind, but it looks like he's going to stick around for the cap. Go SU-85, 152. This combo coming down the middle. Let's do guerrilla fire again. Oh, Jagdpanzer's coming around the side here. Tricky angle. Could leave them exposed to the Jackson, which is there. Coming on the rear armor, these Jagdpanzer's got to be careful. Yeah, there they go. Backing off now. Triple cap at the moment for the Allies though. Axis got to get this happening. That should be it. Yep, King Tiger coming in. Points are draining out fast. Super firing again. We got a flare up. Really good reactions from SweetRoll though. Super quick on the dodge. Omi also trying to go for the dodge, but didn't quite get out of there in time. We've got the assault artillery coming in quite deep into Allied territory here. Bit of a push from the Axis on the back of that flare. And that was pretty strong. Quite a lot of damage. Tiger a little bit slow coming forwards, but it's here now. Doesn't have anything to see, nothing to fire at. Everything's getting their sight blocked. Whoa! T-34 Ram in the smoke. I don't know how he even had sight of that, but it looks like we're going to see IR-2 bombing strike on that now. Oh, but he dodged forwards. Avoided most of the damage. The Tiger's still alive. Backing away, marked vehicles on. The JT staying strong. 25 getting in there for some damage. Ooh. JT goes down to a time on target deep into Axis territory. And now the King Tiger also going down. Double Jagdpanzer's looking for revenge. SU-85 goes down. It looks like the 152 is going to be able to get away, or maybe not. He's spinning around, exposing the rear to the double Jagdpanzers, which surge forwards. No, he's pulling them back. And comes to Jackson from the side. Jackson could be in trouble now. One more shot, needs to connect. This Jagdpanzer not going for the chase, big mistake. Jackson gets away, and the 152 comes forwards for the kill on the low health Jagdpanzer. And scoped, looks like he got a little bit overwhelmed there. Could have got so much more damage done with these Yak Panzers. Definitely should have been able to take down that Jackson there, but got a little bit of cold feet. And now the Axis in big trouble. Using both their heavies in the middle. Panzer's still pretty healthy, and is that Vet 4 as well to still do some pretty good damage to the 152. So that's switching rounds at the moment. Goes for the steal on the Zis. And Axis with the triple cap at the moment. T-34 coming in, maybe going to look for a ram, no. 4 on the far side. Double Jacksons over here now though. Axis are going to have to be really good about the AT gun positioning. Oh, good walking Stuka barrage there. Decreased the Maxim. Opens up the cap again. And the double Jacksons don't have anything to stop this infantry. And the Allies in big trouble. Points are ticking against them quickly. We've also got some zeroing artillery just to force the Allies back here. Flare spotting for that. Yeah, and these squads are like, oh boy, better not run into that, but SweetRoll hasn't really noticed. Maxim could be in a bit of trouble. Takes a while for the shells to start tracking though. Oh. Where's that T-34 going? This is going after the walking Stuka, doesn't find it though. And I don't think the Allies are going to be able to get into the points quickly enough here. Student Pioneers trying to hold on, but the guards eventually force them away. 25 points left. This squad also trying to hold the line as long as they can. Triple cap is ticking. There we go. T-34 did get into the back. Looks like it took down the flak half track maybe before going down. Oh, but the Jackson goes down. Walking Stuka into the middle almost takes out the guards, but they're going to stick around for the capture. 10 points. There's a 4 coming forwards. Oh, they stall the capture in the middle just in time. The clock is still ticking super slowly though. Another bombing run coming in the middle. Well evaded, well evaded. Panzer doing some good damage, forcing back the Sherman. Allies chucking a whole bunch of infantry down the middle. Sherman escaping, super low on health. 5-2 still in the middle. On the high explosive doing some damage. And there we go, points ticking against the Axis now. They've still got 100 remaining, don't need to throw it away all right now. Bide their time a little bit more. I didn't even notice. When did the Katyusha go down? Now what was dead now? It looks like it died over there. Did not pay attention to that, I apologize. Okay, Maxim over here trying to hold on to the point. Oh, big shot from the 152 down the middle. Stuka barrage in a similar area. Oh, huge damage onto the Rakit and wipes the squad. Really good walking Stuka barrage. It's made up for the slow start earlier, now up to 52 kills. Oh, smoke onto the Maxim, but we've got the Panzer IV over here. It's low in health, however. Nice attack ground there. Maxim going forwards onto the point, looking for the capture. He's got the breakthrough active, but that only speeds up neutralizers, not captures. Oh, Jagdpanzer going forwards and knocks out the Jackson, but the 152 getting some revenge there. Very lucky pen trade as well. It was actually on high explosive. maybe that was the Zis that actually got the kill. No, it wasn't. It's got 0 kills. It was the 152. It's just trying to go for the cap, and comes a fresh Sherman. Allies in control of the middle at the moment. Fresh Jagdpanzer for borobadger. Oh, walking Stuka comes too far forwards, ends up going down. Bombing run. Oh, Axis don't quite get the cap off there. Okay, Jagdpanzer and P4 coming forwards, maybe on the rear armor of the 152. We've got double AT guns here though. P4's going to have to take care of those. Jagdpanzer, oh, going forwards, trying to get the kill. But I think there might be too many units here. Panzer IV still on prioritized vehicles as well, not doing enough damage to the AT guns. He cruised one of them. The other one having trouble finding the angle. This is some reckless stuff from borobadger. He's desperate for the capture. He's got the infantry in here in the center trying to get the cap off. Sherman goes down, abandoned, so does the Jagdpanzer though, and the 152 starting to chip in for some big damage. Axis get the cap. Huge bombing run, 4 VPs. Will that be enough? Panzer 4 still in here. 2. I think it's going to stop at 1. And the Axis just threw everything in there. They got nothing left. That was their last hurrah. Ten Bobcat. Even less than that now. That's it. The Allies take it. I think, you know, at the end, the Axis just got a little bit too reckless. They saw, you know, the victory point clock was super low. They started throwing things away, you know, started throwing away those Jagdpanzers. It's very close, though, that push from borobadger. Almost got the job done. Not quite, though. Not quite. A little bit clumsy from him as well. He could have decrewed both those AT guns with his Panzer IV a lot earlier. Might have allowed the Jagdpanzer to play a little bit more aggressively, but overall a very good game. Nice back and forth, close match. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your gameplay cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.